Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into a book that offers profound insights into personal growth and overcoming self-sabotage, make sure you hit that like button. Leave a comment down below sharing your own struggles with internal obstacles. And if you're new here, subscribe for more content focused on self-improvement, mindfulness, and unlocking your full potential. We truly appreciate your support. Today, we're exploring a book that has resonated deeply with readers seeking to understand and conquer their inner demons. Brianna Wiest's The Mountain Is You, Transforming Self-Sabotage into Self-Mastery. This isn't just another self-help book filled with quick fixes. It's a thoughtful and insightful guide that encourages us to look inward, understand the root causes of our self-sabotaging behaviors, and ultimately, climb the mountain that is ourselves. The central metaphor of Wiest's book is incredibly powerful. The mountain we are constantly trying to climb isn't an external obstacle, but rather the unhealed parts of ourselves. Our ingrained patterns, our limiting beliefs, and our unprocessed emotions act as this internal mountain, preventing us from reaching our full potential and achieving lasting happiness. Think about it. How often do we blame external circumstances for our lack of progress, when in reality, the biggest roadblocks are often the ones we've unknowingly built within ourselves? This book invites us to shift our focus from trying to change the world around us to understanding and transforming our inner landscape. The first step in climbing our internal mountain is recognizing the specific ways in which we sabotage ourselves. Wiest delves into various common self-sabotaging patterns, such as procrastination, perfectionism, negative self-talk, seeking external validation, and fear of failure or success. Consider a time you might have procrastinated on a crucial project despite knowing its importance. Or perhaps you've held yourself back from pursuing a dream because of the fear of not being good enough. These are just a few examples of how our ingrained patterns can prevent us from moving forward. The book encourages us to become keen observers of our own thoughts and behaviors to identify these recurring roadblocks. Once we identify our self-sabotaging patterns, the next crucial step is to understand their origins. Wiest emphasizes that these patterns often stem from past experiences, unmet needs, and deeply ingrained beliefs that we may not even be consciously aware of. Perhaps a past disappointment led to a fear of trying new things, or a childhood experience instilled a belief that we are not worthy of success. By exploring the why behind our self-sabotage, we can begin to develop compassion for ourselves and understand that these patterns were often developed as coping mechanisms to protect us in some way. Recognizing the roots of these behaviors allows us to approach them with more understanding and less judgment. Wiest also explores the role of the ego in self-sabotage. While the ego's primary function is to protect us, it can sometimes become overly protective and prevent us from taking necessary risks or stepping outside our comfort zones. The ego often thrives on familiarity, even if that familiarity is ultimately limiting our growth. Think of the ego as that voice in your head that whispers doubts and fears, often exaggerating potential negative outcomes. While it might feel like it's trying to keep you safe, it can also hold you back from pursuing opportunities that could lead to significant growth and fulfillment. Learning to recognize the ego's influence and not letting it dictate our decisions is a key aspect of climbing our internal mountain. A significant portion of The Mountain Is You focuses on the importance of developing emotional maturity. Wiest argues that our emotional responses often drive our self-sabotaging behaviors. Learning to understand, process, and regulate our emotions in a healthy way is crucial for breaking free from these patterns. Emotional maturity involves taking responsibility for our feelings, rather than projecting them onto others or suppressing them. It's about developing the capacity to sit with uncomfortable emotions, understand their origins, and respond to them in a constructive manner. This ability allows us to make more conscious choices rather than being driven by impulsive emotional reactions. Wiest emphasizes the importance of allowing ourselves to fully feel our emotions, even the uncomfortable ones. Often, we try to suppress or distract ourselves from negative feelings like sadness, anger, or fear. However, these unprocessed emotions can become trapped within us and contribute to self-sabotaging behaviors. Learning to acknowledge, accept, and process our emotions in a healthy way is essential for healing and growth. This might involve practices like journaling, mindfulness, or talking to a trusted friend or therapist. By allowing ourselves to feel, we can release the emotional baggage that weighs us down and prevents us from moving forward. Another key theme in the book is the importance of shifting from a victim mentality to taking responsibility for our lives. When we constantly blame external circumstances for our problems, we give away our power to change them. Wiest encourages us to recognize the role we play in our own experiences, even the negative ones. Taking responsibility doesn't mean blaming ourselves for everything, but rather acknowledging our agency and our ability to make choices that shape our lives. This shift in perspective empowers us to stop feeling helpless and start taking proactive steps towards creating the life we desire. The journey of overcoming self-sabotage is not always easy, and there will be setbacks along the way. Wiest highlights the importance of practicing self-compassion during this process. Instead of beating ourselves up for our mistakes or imperfections, we need to treat ourselves with kindness, understanding, and forgiveness, just as we would a friend going through a difficult time. Self-compassion allows us to learn from our mistakes without getting stuck in cycles of shame and self-criticism. It provides the emotional safety net we need to continue growing and moving forward, even when things get tough. Perfectionism is a common form of self-sabotage. The unrealistic pursuit of flawlessness can lead to procrastination, anxiety, and ultimately prevent us from even starting on our goals. Wiest encourages us to let go of the need for perfection and embrace the beauty of imperfection. Setting realistic expectations for ourselves and our progress is also crucial. Growth is rarely linear, and there will be ups and downs along the way. Learning to accept setbacks as part of the process, rather than as signs of failure, is essential for maintaining motivation and resilience. While Wiest's approach is primarily psychological and philosophical, she also touches upon the neurological basis of change. Our self-sabotaging patterns are often deeply ingrained neural pathways in our brains. Overcoming these patterns requires consciously and consistently choosing new thoughts and behaviors, which gradually strengthens new neural pathways and weakens the old ones. This understanding highlights the importance of patience and persistence in the process of change. Just like learning any new skill, rewiring our brains takes time and consistent effort. Every conscious choice we make to act differently reinforces the new patterns we are trying to build. The Mountain Is You is a powerful and insightful guide for anyone who has ever felt held back by their own internal struggles. Brianna Wiest's thoughtful approach encourages us to look inward, understand the roots of our self-sabotaging behaviors, and ultimately develop the emotional maturity and self-compassion needed to climb our own internal mountain and achieve true self-mastery. Have you read The Mountain Is You? What resonated with you the most? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this transformative book. And before you go, please remember to like this video if you found it helpful, leave a comment with your takeaways, and subscribe to our channel for more content on personal growth and self-discovery. Your support helps us create more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.